Welcome back to the channel. This week I'm spending some time with this 2025 Ram 1500 Limited. Now, it's not my first time with the Ram 1500 Limited platform, but it is my first time with the new redesign here in 2025. You can already see that we've got a different front end, kind of more, I want to say more sleeker headlights. Daytime running LEDs still look really nice. I don't have it in the night package. Usually I get it and it's all blacked out, the logos and everything. This time we've got a white with chrome. I don't know which one I prefer. You guys have to tell me in the comments. You prefer a blacked out package, so like the night package, or what are you going with when you configure your Ram? Surprisingly, not that bad in white. Gonna be really hard to keep clean because it is such a big machine. Get a little closer here, you can see we've got the 1500 SST-HO. I'll tell you all about the engine and things like that because they did make some changes. For 2025, they took away the HEMI V8, so no more of that, which I'm not gonna lie, I miss the V8 already. And that's gonna be true for every car that we used to have a V8 and doesn't, or truck that used to have a V8 and no longer does. But still really nice. You can see I got the big crew cab, so ton of space in the inside and a little bed to go with it, but not too bad. You kind of have the double opening bed, so you know you can open it like halfway. So you can have this guy, if I press the button here, you can have that open as well. Really cool. Very light, nice and easy to operate. Not a terrible sound that comes out. I'll show you that a little bit later as we go on through the week, but this is just kind of my first walk around. It's kind of in the aero height because we do have adaptive air suspension here, so it's in the aero height. It looks really cool like this. It could go a little bit lower for an entry height, and yeah, I think that's it's awesome. We've also got the Ram box back there. Really cool. You can store some stuff into there. And yeah, I think this is cool. I think this is going to be a fun week. I'm going to take you with me. We're going to get inside and do first impressions. But let me tell you, there are so many things that we have to go over. There is a literal screen inside the passenger dashboard. So I don't even know what it does yet. But we're going to find all that out and more. Let's get on to the week. Let me hop in, mount the GoPro up, and we'll give you my first driving impressions. Let's do it. All right, on the road now. About the second time I'm driving it this week. Actually, I say this week, but my friends at Stellantis and Ram were able to get me this one for the Christmas break. So I actually have it for 2 weeks because I'm also going to be taking some time off and also kind of filming a little bit because let's be honest, I can't stop reviewing cars. I just can't. Like, if I just find it so hard to take a break. Maybe that's really bad, a really bad trait to have, but when it comes to vehicles and stuff like that, I can stop my day job. That I've stopped, you know? I can absolutely turn it off. The car reviewing though, I don't know. So that's why we've got this Ram 1500. So I'm going to kind of film here and there across the 2 weeks, and you're kind of going to see it. But I really wanted to pick the camera up right away like I always do and give you my first driving impressions. So that way, you know, nothing's slotted. So this is really my first impressions. And I've spent a lot of time with the Ram platform over the years. I mean, I think the past 2 years I've driven at least 1 or 2 Rams per year. And I believe now this is going to be my second Ram this year. You know, it's always been a 1500. It's always been a Limited. It's usually been the night package with the burgundy color. Now I've got the white packet. Now I've got the white with the chromed out kind of standard stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit of a beast still. I do miss the V8. Don't get me wrong, but I still have some decent amount of power here. I can give it to you on the highway. Let's go. Oh yeah, this thing flies. It's not, like I said, it's truck speed, right? So it's not something that's gonna put you back in your seat, but you know you're moving. Like, there isn't that much of a sound to it though, which that's kind of why I miss the V8, right? We still do have power. I think in the top end of the engines, we have over 500 horsepower of power. So that's still a lot, but you just can't replace the noise and the rumble of a V8 no matter what you do. And you know, that sucks. I just can't help but miss it, you know. I loved it so much. I love the rumble of the startup and everything when you had it. This one has it sort of, but it just doesn't feel the same. It never will. You can't replace the V8 HEMI. You just won't. Overall driving though, it's really comfortable. Handling is the same as always. Visibility is decent. I mean, you are a very big truck with not a long bed, but with a shorter bed, but you still are big, right? But the ride quality is very good. I'm always in kind of the aero mode, so I think hopefully fuel efficiency is good. Right now it's telling me my average is 17.9 liters per 100 kilometers. And I've pretty much just driven it on the highway, so holy good God. We're gonna spend some money on gas these next 2 weeks. That is for certain. It is kind of nuts But I believe I also have some winter weather coming. I think there's a storm coming tonight, like 10, 15 centimeters. Nothing crazy, right? But I think we still have something, so maybe I'll be able to show you a little bit of that. We're going to get back on the highway here, turning around. Give it some more beams quick. Here, let's get up here where we're on some flat ground, not going up a hill. All right, boom. Oh, yeah, this thing moves. It's not, it's no joke, this thing moves. No problem. Absolutely, like I said, no problem getting on the highway speeds, overtaking slower traffic like we're about to do right now. It's perfect. No problems at all. Really, really good cruiser too. Like I can just kind of sit here, relax, can put the cruise control on if I want to. No problems at all. Just, have a great time. I can tow stuff if I need to. There's a ton of features that we have to go through this week, so I will pause it here, pick it back up later. I'll take you through the interior. I'll show you the engine. I'll show you the second screen that I have here that I still have absolutely no idea how to use or what it does. There's a couple of things that have changed for 2025, so we're going to go over all of it here throughout the 2 weeks that I've got the Ram 1500. I'll pick it back up later. So check this out. I noticed that there was a, HDMI port for the screen right here. And so I kind of plugged it into my Amazon Alexa, plugged that into the power port that's available right there for probably things like this. And look at this, kaboom, kabang. I've got video right here. I don't have any audio because it seems like it won't play through the car speakers, or at least I haven't found the setting yet that would let me do that. But that's pretty cool that I could set something like this up. And so it's kind of playing one of my reviews on the Ram 1500, the 2023 Bighorn Backcountry. Full review. Look at that. Really awesome. I think that's really cool. And it's all coming from there. But if I had a pair of headphones, I'd be able to listen to it. But I can't listen to it. But yeah, I got the remote here and everything, and it works. So if you're like a passenger on a long road trip, you could easily just sit here and yeah, you're good to go. Just watch your movies. And the driver can't see it. Because if I go all the way over here, can't really see that. Maybe a little bit more angle. There we go. Yeah, you can't see that unless you're right in front of it. Really cool. Okay, welcome back outside once again with the Ram 1500. And you can see, well, now I've got some snow on the car, got some snow on the ground, and we're starting to pick up some dirt on this nice big and white truck. But look, it's not the easiest thing in the world to clean it off, but I did manage. I kind of got one of those extender snow cleaners that I could use for it, so not too bad. And then the wind kind of has to do the rest anyways. But this is a very nice looking truck, and it's also driving very nicely here in these winter conditions. It's got the snow mode, so any road or anything that just isn't done and I don't have confidence in, I just put it in the snow mode and it does really well. Or I can even rise the ride height. Right now it's in its normal ride height, so what you're looking at is what it usually would be in. You've got access and you've got aero, so it could go a little bit lower for aero, I guess, for the more sporty driving, and then the access will kind of really drop really low. And of course you have two different off-road modes that go even higher, so very nice. But let me know what you think. Do you like the white? It's gonna bother me because I like a clean pickup truck. I like a clean car in general, and the roads right now are absolutely disgusting. You can see the bottom, and even my step plate is just getting full of mud. And on this white vehicle, yes, you can see it. Welcome back in the Ram 1500. What a bright and sunny day. It just snowed for the past 2 days while we had Christmas here, so it looks really cool outside. It snowed like crazy. But the roads are dry now. But I mean, I didn't have to go out because, you're spending time with family, so you're not really driving. But now that, it's now currently Boxing Day at the time of filming, so we're driving around a little bit here, just kind of checking out what it looks like outside, doing a quick coffee run at the same time. So perfect time to set up the GoPro and talk to you a little bit more about the Ram 1500 and what it's been like to live with so far. So yeah, like I've been, moving around a little bit for the Christmas holiday here, pretty much since I got it. So basically, it's been very easy to maneuver this thing. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a 360-degree camera. I mean, call me inexperienced, call me dumb, whatever you want. I just feel like when you don't drive big trucks like this often, and I don't drive them often, like I can go 6 months without touching a pickup or a big vehicle, and then you go in, all you have is a backup camera, and you can't really see, and especially now around the holidays where parking is really tight everywhere I go. So it's really hard to maneuver it into those parking spots. But, It would have just been nice to have a 360, especially in a limited trim. It doesn't make any sense. I'm about to park soon here, and I'm going to show you what I mean when it comes to the camera system. I mean, I got a backup camera, but that's standard, right? They have to give me that. Let me see if I put it in sport mode. So I have the high output engine, over 500 horsepower. Oh yeah, we got speed here on Christmas Day. Oh boy, or Boxing Day, I should say. Yeah, not something I'm going to use. And honestly, like I said, I tell everybody who will listen, I miss the V8 because it just doesn't have the same sound at all. Doesn't sound as cool, doesn't sound as nice. But look, it is what it is, right? We can't do anything about it. So I don't think the V8's coming back, but I don't understand why take it away because it was so nice. And I love, like, if you go check out at the beginning of 2024, if you go check out that video, that V8, I put sounds in it, I put everything because I just loved getting into that car and starting it up because it was just wonderful. This one, just a normal truck, no V8 HEMI. That's the way I feel. I feel like a lot of people are going to agree with that too. I feel like a lot of you are going to be like, you know what? Yes, good point. I hope anyways. All right, so I'll pick it back up later. I'm about to show you probably the interior now if I haven't already done so. We're going to take a walk through that. All right, so sitting inside the Ram 1500, look how much it snowed. Look at that, all full of snow everywhere. Very nice, looks very cool. But since we're nice and warm in here, let's take a look at the steering wheel first for the Ram 1500 Limited. Very cool, blacked out Dodge Ram logo. We like that. We got our drive mode selector, our gear limit. The cruise control settings are all going to be right here on the right-hand side. Left-hand side is going to have the ability to control your gauge cluster, and volume and media controls are on the back of the steering wheel in typical Dodge fashion. I like this gauge cluster. Very cool. I like the digital of it. You can have a bunch of different kind of themes or settings where it will always tell you how fast you're going, stuff like that, because it's all digital. I usually just keep it right there on the gauges. I like this kind of classic speedometer look, but you can customize what's on the top left, what's in the middle, what's on the top right, and I think along the bottom you can also customize some of the stuff that's down there. So you can have exactly the information that you want. Over here, I've got 2 memory seat settings as well as the ability to turn my massage seats on and off, something I haven't experienced yet in the Ram truck, so very cool. Got my lighting controls, got the ability to move my pedals forwards or backwards, so if you're a short king, then you can move them all the way up and you'll have easy access to them. Big Harman Kardon sound system on the side there. More cup holders down here. I've got a ton of cup holders in this car. It's crazy. I've got this knob here, this shifting knob here, or the shifting tuner, I guess, or turner, whatever you want to call it. I don't hate it. I've heard a lot of complaints about it. Honestly, I don't mind it. And then I've got my transfer case options there. The four-wheel drive auto, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, and then our start-stop button automatic. I turn that off, and we have the axle lock button there as well. Got a little bit of like a storage pocket as well as like a charger up here, like a cigarette charger. Very decent stuff, no problem. Harman Kardon sound system up there. Digital infotainment display, kind of the iPad setup that we've seen in the past years. Nothing crazy. Uconnect is on here as well. Built-in Amazon Alexa, of course. The only thing I find weird, like I said, I was talking to you before about the cameras. Check this out. So look, rear view camera. That's it. This truck is very expensive, okay? And this is what we got. Look, I'm not somebody who absolutely needs 360-degree cameras. Not even close. But like when there's a price to stuff, right? It's like, if I'm paying that much money, just throw it in. Just give it to me. Don't make me deal with this. I'm not somebody who drives trucks a lot, so I like to see if I'm in the lines, if I'm getting tight, or like it does have parking sensors. I mean, thank goodness it does. Look, they're right down here, 2 buttons. But man, that's an interesting choice to take that away because I've had the Limited in 2024 at the beginning of the year, and I had 360-degree cameras on those. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to go back and check the footage, but pretty sure I do. But I've got massage seats. I've got heated and ventilated seats. I've got heated steering. The works are here. I mean, that side is covered. It's very luxurious in that way. I've also got built-in navigation. All that stuff is there, perfectly fine. No problem. I've got my steering, my trailer control here, my trailer steering, which I would be bad at backing that up, so it's very good. I've got a HDMI port right there for the screen. You can hook up an Amazon Fire Stick and you can actually play it. I did test that this week as well, which I'll either, if I haven't included a clip, I will show you that now. But I've got a bunch of USB-C and USB-A ports, very normal. They got the RAM wireless charger. It's called RAM charger. It's interesting. A little bit of a pocket storage down here. Actually, not a little bit. A lot of a pocket storage down here. 2 cup holders. Slide this all the way out. You got more storage in here, more storage right there, more storage in the glove compartment. Oh my goodness, it's storage galore. If you got things, this car is meant for your things. It's crazy. Another thing that I really like they're doing is, like, you know, look, we've got these kind of quick access buttons to our HVAC stuff, which I like, and I think there's enough here to justify it. There's enough that I don't hate it all being in the infotainment display. Obviously, your heated seats, heated steering, stuff like that, you're ventilated, it's all there. But you can have these kind of widgets or these quick access where I can turn it off, I can turn it on quick, I can switch over to vent, I can do these things and have shortcuts, so it doesn't really feel like I'm constantly navigating through menus. I can do one swipe, bang, done. That's a very good idea, and I think more manufacturers should adopt this. They're very smart, like this a lot. So let's slide over here and show you the screen. You kind of can't see it too well unless you're all the way over here, because the driver is obviously not supposed to look at it, which makes sense. But that's kind of what you're dealing with, right? It's very glary. Usually when there's something playing, it's a bit better. Like I said, if I haven't already shown you, you'll see it. It's pretty good. I like it. Don't really hate it. You can connect your wireless headphones to it. You can play your music off of it. If you're doing a long road trip, it's great. Other than that, I really don't see a use for it. I probably would never use it. So far this week, I've only used it to test, and that's probably the only time it's ever going to get used again. But last but not least, the seats are very, very comfortable. I like how far it is. I like how wide this car is. Just like how much space I have. It's just so nice. I don't have to worry about anything. I like this limited trim right here, too, with the stitching. Very nice. You can option this interior in red, and it looks really cool in red. I wish I had it in red. I've never seen a Ram interior red. It would look really nice, but we don't. We got the normal black, and I don't hate it. I just would like to see the red. I've seen the black already. But anyways, I will pick it back up a little bit later. That's been the interior tour of the front seat for the Ram 1500. Okay, back outside with the engine open. I'm getting some B-roll shots, so perfect time for me to show you. We've got the high output engine, the Hurricane engine. That's what Ram is calling it. You can see a nice engine compartment. It is the inline twin turbo V6. You can see it says twin turbo right there on the engine cover. I like that we actually have an engine cover. I wasn't expecting to get one, but it's nice and big. Definitely not V8 size, definitely not V8 sounding, but still, you know, it's got the chunkiness to it, I guess you can say. We've got about 540 horsepower, 521 pound-feet of torque. I'll put it up on the screen if I got that number wrong. I don't think I did, though, but in case, it'll be up on the screen. And I think the towing capacity is around 18,000 pounds, give or take. I'm not sure. Again, it'll be up on the screen if I got it wrong, which is down from from 2024. I think it's a little bit less, so that's an interesting choice, too. Bunch of interesting choices, as you can see, developing here with the Ram 1500. But yeah, there we go. There's your under the hood look of the 1500 Limited. Okay, welcome back outside with the Ram 1500 Limited for one final time after spending almost 2 weeks with the vehicle. Really, really nice. It's raining. It's disgusting out right now. But, I mean, look, the vehicle's stayed pretty clean. I mean, I think I showed it to you a couple times throughout the weeks, where it was actually quite dirty. But you know what? It's held up really well. No reliability issues, no weird quirks or anything. Usually the second week that I have a car, I would start to see some weird stuff, if there was any. But no, so far, you know, put a couple 100 kilometers on it, and we're good. No problems at all. I still, like I said, I still very much miss my V8. Obviously, we have the SST-HO, you know, the high output engine that they got. I mean, the horsepower is nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. The horsepower boost is really, really cool. But I just wish it had a sound. You know, that's it. You know, I guess you can tune that aftermarket, and I guess it's not going to be that bad. But yeah, let me know what you think so far. It's raining, so let me hop in and give you my final impressions of the Ram 1500 Limited. All right, so last time really on the road with the Ram 1500 Limited. It's been an extended week because of the holidays. Everything kind of gets back to business as of Monday here. So we switch cars, and we only have it for a week after that. But I got to spend quite an amount of time with the Ram 1500 Limited, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, like, the amount of luxury that's been packed into these trucks, you know, like, just over the years, you just see it getting more and more luxurious. So I kind of started from 23, then 24, now I've got 25. So, like, there's a huge difference between now and, you know, the one that was in 2023. There's just luxury items out the waz now in the limited trim anyways. Yeah, a couple of decisions I don't understand. You know, first of all, why take away the V8 and then have less towing? More horsepower, but less towing. You know, maybe they're getting charged because of, you know, this weird thing that's going on with, you know, they're trying to save the environment or whatever it is. You know, I don't know. I just miss having a big truck and a big sound come out of it at the same time when I press on the gas, instead of it just sounding like almost like a CVT. It's not a CVT, but it sounds like it sometimes. And maybe that's just because I'm more of like an engine enthusiast. I really like exhaust sound. I like noise. Maybe. And I'm sure there's still going to be people that drive this high output 540 horsepower truck and have absolutely no problem. They don't care at all that they, don't have the big rumble anymore, which is absolutely fair and absolutely fine. It's just not something that, I really want. Also, the fact that I'm driving the limited trim yet still not getting the limited features, if that makes sense. I have to upgrade again to get the 360, the sunroof, like the Wi-Fi hotspot, like all the super nice stuff is still hidden despite me getting the fully limited trim. Like that's just a decision that I am still scratching my head on. I still do not get it. I feel like if you pay for the limited trim, it's already like $88,000 or $89,000. Then you should probably give me the equipment group that comes with it. Just include it in the price, just make the MSRP a little bit higher and include like the limit. I don't know. That's one of those things where I'm like, okay, Dodge, all right, Ram, that's so weird. But like, other than the weird decisions that have been made here in 2025, I think the design is really good. I think it's a little bit more modern than it was. I don't know. I didn't hate it last year either, though, so I didn't really feel like that was the area that they maybe needed to focus on. But still, they did, and it's okay because, the truck market is getting a little bit more modern looking, so they got to keep up, and they're going to have their Ram Charger and stuff like that, and their Ram Rev coming out. So, there's going to be things that are going to need to look inline, and so that the Ram 1500 cannot fall behind, which makes sense, right? They're going to update a lot of stuff probably in the next coming couple of years here, so could be good news. But yeah, super good ride quality, easy to handle, really good in winter weather, really good in cold climate, never worried about it not starting or anything weird like that. Only had it for about 2 weeks, so still can't speak to reliability. I'm going to have to rely on the guys watching these videos, the nice people that I have that like to watch these videos. You're going to have to tell me, what's the word on it? Is it any good reliability-wise? Have you owned it for a long time? Are you in the market for a 2025? And if so, why? Personally, I'd recommend, if you can find it at a better price, get the 2024 with the V8 HEMI. That is my recommendation. Because it's got everything that the 2025 has, minus maybe the front end redesign and the passenger screen, which honestly, who's going to use that anyways? And then you also get the HEMI V8, which is just unreal. And I love it. I love the HEMI V8. It sounds so good. You will not be disappointed by doing that. And really, the limited version comes with all the stuff. And if you get the limited package too, then you get even more. So there you go. That is the take right there. Get the 2024, save a couple of bucks if you can. Maybe the V8s are going to start to become more expensive because they're not going to be made anymore. So I don't know, but if you can get it at a decent price, V8's the way to go. I'll always say that though. I mean, that's I think that's the enthusiast part of me, is I just love the sound of the V8. And if I could have a big truck with a big V8 engine in it, of course I'm going to take it. And I think a lot of people watching my videos would as well. So with that being said, this is well, technically it's the last car of 2024, first car of 2025. So we're starting off the new year here. So I hope you guys have a great new year. I wish nothing but the best. And let's see where we can take things for this channel in 2025. I'm really excited. Hopefully I can bring you guys more exclusive stuff, more media events, more first look stuff. Hopefully we can get, some of the guys to invite us out. Hopefully, but the more you watch my videos, the more that helps my case anyway. So thank you so much, as always, for watching all of 2024. I hope you continue to stick with me through 2025. And with that being said, I will see you in the next week. See you in the next car. Take care.